Oh boy, welcome to my new humble abode. This is currently my brand new office, as for those of you who've been paying attention to my social media, I just recently moved. So this is my new office, my new headquarters, if you will, just my new space. It's not fully done yet. It's a very nice space and I'm very happy with it. So yeah, hopefully we can get this to look a little bit more homey soon rather than just plain prison walls. Okay, as you can see by the title, I wanted to do just like a quick little Q&A with my community, some of my followers. I really can't speak. I'm blessed to have the amount of followers that I do have, and I just wanted to kind of like get to know each other a little bit more. Maybe you guys can ask me questions about health or fitness, maybe just myself, life in general, any of the above. I thought it would just be kind of cool to see what questions you guys would have. I asked them on Instagram, so I'm going to be reading it off of my phone here. I asked that you guys were respectful. Some of the DMs I get, not respectful, but I asked that you guys were at least somewhat respectful, so we'll see if you listened and did what you were told. Question number 1, opinion on floor time. Well, that's interesting. I've never heard, I'm assuming that we are referring to just time laying on the floor, right? Which is interesting because I've never heard anyone talk about floor time until I met my girlfriend, and she's the only one that I know that just, I need floor time. So I mean, I'm fine. I personally don't just randomly lay on the floor. Nothing against it, nothing wrong with it. That's it's just not something that I do. But I don't see there's anything wrong with it. If you need it, it makes you feel better, you do you, boo. Also, do you guys like my little microphone here? I feel very dainty holding it, which maybe is good for me. Actually, I don't think it is. Anyways, question number 2. What is your zodiac sign and what do you think of astrology? I think I'm a Pisces. I don't know because I don't want to say that I don't buy into astrology. I just don't buy into it. It's not something that I've ever like put a lot of thought or effort into. It's not something that I looked into. No particular reason. It was just more of a like, I would rather physically in the moment learn something about someone or myself rather than read something that was written by somebody who doesn't know me, if that makes sense. Some people really believe in it and go by it. By all means, that's your thing. I'm not gonna knock it. You do what makes you happy. I'm all for it. Just myself personally, it was never really like something that I bought into, I guess. I'm sorry. Now my plan here is to answer literally everything all of the questions that I have. But if there are some that are either just atrocious or too personal, then I won't. But my plan is to answer all of them. Question number 3, favorite game. You know, it's a really hard question. If we're going currently, I don't have one. One of my biggest struggles that I've been having, especially with my streaming and my gaming side of things, is I haven't really found a lot of interest in playing games lately. Probably for like the past year, maybe a little bit more. I really don't know what it is, but like nothing is just really, not even like grabbing my attention. Like I'm not having like a emotional or physical connection with any games like I used to back when. Whether that's because games are just not good anymore, whether it's everything is just kind of like pump and dump, like copy and paste thing with just different looks. I don't really know. If we're gonna go all-time game from like when games were making me happy and everything, I have to think. It would be hard because I kind of have like different games for different categories. You know what? I'm gonna go with The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And the reason why I'm picking that one is because it was early on in my childhood when I first started to like really get into games. And anytime anyone talks about games or favorite games, that's always the first one that pops into my head. It was also a time when I was like really close to my brother then. Like that's kind of the game that we like bonded over. He's older than I am and kind of like showed me how to play games and showed me how to play it and like how to beat the game. And it was just one of those very like nice memories that came along with the game. But it's also just a really great game as well. I have a Zelda like picture frame. It's somewhere. I haven't unpacked it yet. I think it's in there. There's swords in there too, but I think the picture's in there too. All right, question number 4. What's your type? Type of what? Question number 5. Your favorite meal? Oh boy. I'm gonna pick favorite meal in terms of enjoyment. My favorite meal in terms of enjoyment is always going to be a burger and fries with a milkshake, which I know is is the exact last thing that a health influencer, a fitness creator should, want or talk about. But like, we're here for balance and healthy eating and living your life, right? Live your life, damn it. Go have some fries. But it was always the meal that I craved the most after my my competitions. Like immediately after the competitions, we would always go out to eat, and for 5 years, I always wanted a burger and fries and a milkshake. It was the thing. It was all just the first thing in my head that kept popping up. It's what I wanted the most. I always got it, and it was always just like, oh, nothing could beat it. Maybe because I was starving the whole time, anything would have tasted good. I don't know, but that's, yeah. If I had to pick just one, it's that. I've already failed. Is this question 5 or 6? We're just gonna say next question. What got you into the fitness journey? We can go way back, right? And without getting like super personal or like into things like that, just because we don't have the time for that, and I would have to pay you guys to listen to me, Early on, didn't have the best childhood, didn't have a very good upbringing, very low self-esteem, absolutely no self-confidence in myself whatsoever. Didn't like the way I looked, didn't like the way that I was treated by people, by my family, my friends, all that stuff, right? Very typical thing. So I wanted to change something about it. And at the time when I was young, my idol, if you would, was Sylvester Stallone. See, sometimes the stutter comes out. I loved Rambo. Absolutely loved it. It was my jam as a kid, and I wanted to look like him. I wanted the leanness, I wanted the abs, I wanted the veins. So to find out, of course, the only way that I could achieve that was to become extremely lean, and I needed a lot of muscle mass. So I started to go to the gym to improve the way that I looked, to make myself feel better about myself. And then as I started to kind of get into it more, I learned about competing, and I wanted to try that out because I thought like, hey, this would be fun, like almost like a little challenge. I saw it like a little challenge, like, oh, this can't be that bad. Needless to say, I started to work out because I wanted to fix my self-image. I wanted to feel better about myself. I wanted people to notice me. So I wanted to look better. And then in terms of doing that is when I just found out that I really liked to challenge myself in general. And then in that is when I found out that, hey, I actually kind of enjoy helping people also feel better about themselves. It's like, I know what that's like. I understand it. Like, how can I use this to now help other people feel better about themselves through the same process, which is why I landed as a trainer. And now here I'm trying to be a content creator and everything. And boy, is it challenging. It's just another challenge for me, but this one I'm not too good at yet. I'm still learning. All right, next question. Ho is you a cute? That's not very nice. You called me a hoe. Okay, next question. When are you going to? If you could be any kind of known dinosaur, what would you be and why? Oh, I would 100% be a raptor because I'm already short, and that way I can literally bite your ankles off. I'd be fast as book, and I'd be coming for those ankles, boy, and you can't outrun me. You cannot outrun me. Next question. Sweet or savory food snacks? Oh, sweet. 100% sweet. My biggest downfall is that my sweet switch, which was my nickname in high school, by the way, always turned on. That someone is over there flicking that thing like it's never mind. They're over there and they're turning that switch on, and it is on constantly, especially in the morning for some reason. Morning and night, like throughout the day, I don't want to say I'm fine, but it's like manageable. But like right when I wake up and right when I go to bed, it is just engulfing me in like I must have something sweet. I try to stay around fruit and yogurt as my thing to kind of crave that a little bit, so I don't just go out and buy a bunch of donuts or ice cream, which is what I really want to do. Have a cake or a cookie or something. Sometimes I'll have one. I'll get a cookie or I'll get like a slice of cake. Sweet. Boxers or briefs? Prove it. All right, hold on. All right, next question. How long have you been working out? In total, almost 10 years. Some of those years were not like super consistent or well programmed. It was a lot of like young teenagers just kind of going to the gym and doing stuff. if I could put a amount of years on, like, since I've actually taken it seriously and known what I'm doing, I would say somewhere around 7 or 8 years in terms of like actual serious with a plan and purpose, knowing what I'm doing. 10 in total, starting out as a teen and fiddling about, if you will, like most teens do. Next question, have you worn wigs? Yes. I think I have. Because I think a while back I wore a wig on stream because I was cosplaying as someone. Was it Bob Ross? I might have been Bob Ross. I think I was doing a painting stream as Bob Ross, and I think I had a wig on. All right, next question. What's your favorite motivational quote? Okay, so I have two that are my favorites. The first one where I found the first one from was from YouTuber named Christian Guzman. He always had the quote, proud but never satisfied. And he was like one of my main like fitness inspirations that I watched when I first got into fitness and competing and everything, and in terms of like wanting to do content creation and everything myself. Proud with what I have done, but like there's so much more that I know that I can achieve. That's really kind of helped me like push myself forward. I don't always listen to it sometimes, I gotta be honest. Second favorite quote, I don't know where it came from. I've seen it in quite a few like different places, so I can't like properly give it credit. Your second life begins when you realize you only have one. I think that's how it goes. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen if I can find like the actual thing, but pretty much, it just means like stop wasting time, right? There's no need to kind of worry so much or fiddle about on small things that actually don't mean anything in terms of the amount of time that you have here on the earth, the planet, whatever you want to call it. We have no idea how long it is for any of us, which is unfortunate, and I have an issue with that, by the way. But the fact that we just don't know, and we need to make the most of every single second that we can, at least in my head, that's how that should work. That's true, like I don't want to miss like a moment, like I want to make the most of everything that I can for myself and for everyone that's around me. But yeah, I said those are my two favorites. All right, it seems like that was the last of the questions. You guys were good this time. I'm proud of you. You stayed respectful. I like it. Thank you, except for a few of you, but that's fine. I understand. There's just a little bit extra just to know. I plan on maybe making this like a consistent thing, just every so once in a while doing like a Q&A, one to either catch up on what's going on with me, catch up what's going on with you guys, all the above. And if there's any other questions that you would like to know or are curious about, you can put those down in the comments. I'll save them and can use them again for previous Q&A videos and such. So thank you very much for coming by. I do appreciate it. Please stay tuned, because there are going to be some big changes coming to the channel. I know I'm a brand new channel. I understand there's not like a lot that has been done yet, but I've been really doing a lot of like personal development and searching in terms of what I want to do with myself, where I want to take the content, where I want to take myself, just like finding who I truly am, like finding my voice, finding what it is that actually matters to me, what makes me happy. And my plan right now is to just authentically and unapologetically show and express what makes me happy and share it with everyone else. That's my plan. I don't know how I'm packaging that yet into content, but I'm working on it. So thank you very much for coming by. I appreciate it. Welcome again to the brand new home. It's a very nice place. I'm very happy about it. Thank you for coming by. As always, I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your morning, evening, night, or afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Please subscribe and like. See you guys in the next one.